Buff Nation, what is going on? We're here for our fourth video of the day. It's been one of those special days, and I mean, what better way to cap it off than having my original guest on the show, Colin Moore from Life in Football. We got a lot to talk about, man, but how are you doing today? How are you feeling?
Good, man. Good. But I felt like this was going down anyways, really honestly, since that picture was taken. When I seen the picture, I'm like, bro, ain't no way that man taking a picture of handing him the keys and he not coming. Like, I ain't seen Shedeur step on no recruit picture.
No.
But when he step on for a QB and he handing him the keys, that boy sure enough better commit.
Hey, you're right about that, man. And yeah, we saw that picture surface over the summer. You know, they put it out, and again, it's just too good to be true. You could not walk back on that after you're getting the keys from Shedeur, man. What did you think of the video and the whole announcement just in general today?
I didn't get to see the video, but when they was there, everybody else had commitment videos made. So in my mind, they probably made a commitment video of that day, and I'm pretty sure it was. And then they maybe added other stuff in there, maybe juice it up even more since he's the future quarterback for the next 3 to 4 years. So you got him 25, 26, 27, but we don't know if we're gonna get him 28. Well, it feels like that, but I didn't officially get to see it. I done saw bits and pieces of it, but I didn't still get to see it. So I don't know. But when he committed, I was already on live, and I figured he was committed. But I put a question mark just in case some scenario he had jumped ship, but it was too much going on. He canceled the visit to Indiana. He just happened to go to a Georgia game, so Georgia, y'all ain't in it. USC, y'all got a new quarterback, so bruh coming to us at the end of the day. Like, yeah.
Man, it feels it still feels surreal. I think I saw today that he is the highest rated high school player to ever commit to the Buffs, and I assume here in 2 weeks he'll be signing on that dotted line, making it official. He's got to be here in January, but I don't know how much you've watched, Colin, of Julian Lewis, but were you going to say something?
He may could come before then, because after December the 7th, when they go to practicing for them bowl games, you can practice.
Yes.
So
yes.
Uju finna be out there right now. Blue 42. Hey, hit. Want get some in. Let me see if I can complete a pass on Travis Hunter.
Yeah, you're right about that. I remember a guy that we were going after last year ended up signing with Tennessee, Boo Carter, safety, and that's exactly what he did during Tennessee's bowl preparation. He was practicing with the team and everything like that. That's a really good point that nobody, at least that I've listened to, has brought that up. He might be here even before January, which is cool. I know he's got state playoffs wrapping up here soon too, so why not? But what do you think are some of Julian Lewis's strengths? Are there any players or quarterbacks that his style kind of reminds you of?
Man, every time I try to watch his games, high school games be so, unless you there and the atmosphere hyped up, they be on TV, it just be like, okay. Juju, I'm a turn, brother. I can't. I would turn. So I done seen some highlights of him, but not too much. What I am happy about is he's gonna bring in other bowlers. And you got to think, this man is so good. He stepped up into a whole nother class and say, yeah, I'm still the best one. Now, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the Elite 11, technically, really, as coming out of what? Your sophomore year?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because he made his junior year technically a senior. So he's coming out his sophomore year and out there doing boys who finna be seniors. Come on, man. So we got some. But when you add in everybody that you could put him around, all the offensive guys he could command to come. Then all the offensive guys, they crunk. So the defensive guys, they gonna be like, we got a quarterback. O-line, yeah. Sign me on. So now everybody get to wear the gold shades, gold chain, gold mouth. Hey, man, gold earrings. Man, you can do it all now. Yeah, we got
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to see who follows. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not super familiar with the rest of the guys that are graduating from Carrollton this year, but it would be cool to see a couple guys from Carrollton come out as well. How do you feel about any of these other guys that visited from IMG? What'd you think about that? Like, as that kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, having like Michael Carroll, some of these other guys committed to Ohio State visiting. What'd you make of all that?
It didn't come out of nowhere. You got to put who on that staff. Who we got on that staff, and that was at IMG.
George Hageman.
So this ain't out the blue. Then you got George C was there. Cash was there. So Coach Prime them showing IMG and all the IMG boys what it's like. You got them boys calling back. Plus you got Mr. George calling back. It ain't even like you leaving IMG, really. You coming right back to a familiar face with a couple more familiar players. So to me, this just an official pipeline. This the best one, the best programs in the nation, because they always recruiting the best players in the nation. Like, I don't know if you realize IMG is right here, like probably an hour and 30 from me.
Okay.
They are a baby college. You could have gave the whole squad. I ain't gonna know about this year because they lost 2 games, but you could have put their squad at Florida State, and Florida State would not be 1 game with a win right now. They at least be at 500 or better. Like, when you transfer to IMG, you're coming from Texas, California, Tennessee, Georgia. You even leaving your high school in the state of Florida and you coming to IMG. So they are a baby university. You stay there. You don't have your mom and daddy nowhere around. You're literally staying on campus like a college student. So they already in college. They already getting the college treatment right out the gate.
I love it. Yeah. And I think it goes, at least from what I know about the culture there, they kind of prepare you in high school with that pro mentality. So I think it translates really well over here.
They not high school to me no more. When you leave your mom and daddy and you at a campus that ain't nowhere close to home, that's college. They are basically college. And it ain't like, because you got to think a high school got a 0 star, a -5 star, a -50 star on the squad. At IMG, everybody on there got a D1 scholarship. Everybody. Offense and defense. Them all D1 athletes. Straight D1. Ain't no guessing if they D1 or not. This all D1. So I don't count them as no high school no more. Like when anybody play IMG, your squad got to be souped up too. So don't too many teams play IMG unless they souped up. So, or
if they're Bishop Sycamore, but that's another story.
And that's a I don't know what that mess was. I don't know what that mess was.
Was Jordan Seaton on that team that played Bishop Sycamore?
Then did it happen last year or the year before? If it happened last year, he was on it.
It was 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago.
Well, he might have been, because you never know when
somebody needs to ask him about that if they haven't yet. Just what that was. They probably knew from warm-ups, man, how that thing was going, how that thing was going to go. That was crazy. But to get back on track, man, I gotta change the topic of conversation if that's okay.
Yeah,
only got you here for a limited time, but there was also some big news that was announced yesterday. Shedeur Sanders, how about that? Not accepting a Senior Bowl invite. No. In true Sanders family fashion, blazing his own path, just doing when everybody's zigging, he's zagging. Accepted his invite to the East-West Shrine Bowl along with 5 other Buffs. What did you make of that?
Well, I actually know Jim Nagy, who's over the Senior Bowl. We done interviewed him before. Well, I text him anytime and ask him about Colorado players. So what I truly believe happened is, now nobody ain't told me nothing, but just the way it looked like it played out, East West Shrine was able to say, hey, we'll take Jimmy, Will, LaJonte, Shiloh, Cam, if we can get Shedeur. I don't think the Senior Bowl was willing to do that. The Senior Bowl, now this and nobody told me that, but in my mind, the Senior Bowl was only willing to probably go for Shedeur only, or him and Travis. I don't think they was trying to take anybody else. Now, they made it anticipate that the East West Shrine Bowl was like, forget that. We'll take them all. But you got to look at how the Senior Bowl is presenting themselves and how the East West Shrine Bowl is presenting themselves. The Senior Bowl presents themselves as we're getting 50 to maybe 60% of our roster drafted. The East West Shrine Bowl is their history is known for maybe 4th round to undrafted free agent or 3rd round to undrafted free agent. So they're willing to do that. Shedeur, I to this moment still don't know how Shedeur officially gonna do it, because he knows he's clearly first QB taken. He don't have to participate in nothing. Only thing this man have to do is pro day or the combine, but I doubt the combine gonna get any love out of him other than him showing up and just talking. So I'm thinking Shedeur told the East West Shrine Bowl, yes, I'll come. I'm ready to see how he participates, because it's hard for me to believe that he's gonna actually get out there and really do this. Like, because he's the number one pick, but maybe for his wide receivers to look good in one-on-ones and 7-on-7, you bam, 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 bam. And then for his brother to all get that invite, maybe he have to play, but I'm just not sure. Maybe he just go one drive, get in the game, one drive, y'all. I'm giving y'all one drive. So you can say I was in your Senior East West Shrine game and you drafted me. But now I'm thinking, what will the Senior Bowl counteract that with? Will they say, because the Senior Bowl, I don't know if y'all be knowing this, but the scouts kind of him and the scouts kind of dictate what go on from how I view it. Because you'll see this player the scout wanted, that player the scout wanted, that player the scout wanted. Scouts may didn't want all of our guys. So now the Senior Bowl have to decide, will they backtrack on that and say, you know what? We'll offer y'all two. We know Shedeur gonna play with y'all. But Shedeur, if you play only one drive with them, we need you to place at least 2 quarters with us or a full quarter with us. Like, give us something better than them so we can still have our standard. They gonna be able to say they had a draft pick quarterback 1st round. We will too. Because last year I think they had Bo Nix and I want to say they had Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels.
They didn't have Caleb Williams because they didn't change the rule yet. He was an early declare. But they had I think they had Bo Nix, they had Michael Penix.
Okay.
I don't think Jaden Daniels.
Okay, well, I knew it was 2 first-round quarterbacks, because one Bo Nix 1st round. So that looks very good on them.
Yeah.
Now they want to do it again, but East West Shrine Bowl say, bring Colorado, you can bring them all, baby.
Yeah.
So I think it was a deal. I know them boys good enough to make it, but I still think it was a deal.
I think so too. And yeah, kind of how you look at it, it kind of looks like a package deal to me when you're bringing out all 4, well, I guess all 3 of the wide receivers. But there's no reason for Travis to participate. I mean, it would be cool if he went through it, but
it's no need for Shedeur. But I think because I got my brother on, but they could have brought him in anyways. But I know it's some kind of deal to have Shedeur there. Maybe they told Shedeur, bro, we'll give you the bank. Come on. So it's something involved, and it's a business move. I do know this. Yes, those boys are talented enough to be there,
Yes.
It's gonna
Yes.
definitely give them an opportunity because I think NFL coaches coach both sides. So that's another win for them. Now that Shedeur is gonna be there, more eyes will be there.
Yes.
So now that's why I think Shedeur got to do something. I just don't know how much he gonna do. I'm ready to see. And East West Shrine Bowl, they used to be in St. Petersburg. Oh my goodness, I wish it was still there. I should be off over there. But I think they still give me access because the Senior Bowl give me access too. But they ain't going to the Senior Bowl, so I don't know, man. I might try to swing over there and hit that, but I ain't sure.
Well, I was gonna ask you because some people have brought this up. They said, let's see. Well, Ed brought this up. It's like, hope we can see the two of you at a game on live. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out to any of the Buffs games this year, but Arlington is just a short flight away from San Antonio. I ain't doing that 5-hour drive. I'm flying. Got some friends there, whatever. So I did apply for a credential for the East West Shrine Bowl.
Did you get it?
Well, they said we've received all your stuff. You don't need anything at this time. So if you end up, doing it, if you could put in a good word for me, we could tag team the whole thing. It would be a lot of fun.
I'll look tonight. I'll look tonight and see.
Thank you.
Because they still have me on the list. I just when they move from Florida, I ain't try to go no more.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, man, with it being in Dallas, like that's just so much fun playing in a Cowboys stadium.
Hold on. The game that game is at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium too?
AT&T Stadium there in Arlington, right there this year.
Oh, man. Well, hey, something got to shake then. I'm gonna bake a cake. Yeah. We gonna have to figure something out then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm like, this is gonna be a ton of fun. And like, who doesn't want to be in Dallas compared to Mobile at that time? I think everybody wants to be in Dallas.
I got a friend that stay in Dallas too, man.
Yeah. I think it could be a lot of fun. So I'm hoping that my credential gets accepted. Surely part of the strategy is have Buffs players here. You're also going to get a lot more people actually wanting to cover the East West Shrine Bowl as well.
Right. Shedeur himself bringing all the attention. He's hands down going to be for a fact their biggest player. Because, like I said, the Senior Bowl normally grab up all the first and second round guys. And maybe they try to get 40 to 50 to 60% of their roster drafted. East West Shrine Bowl, they get drafted, but not as high as Senior Bowl. So Shedeur probably will be the highest pick out of either bowl.
No doubt. No doubt. And yeah, I think it's great having him throw there. I assume he's gonna, at the very least, he'll practice through the week. Penix didn't play in the Senior Bowl last year.
But he practiced.
Yeah, but he practiced the whole week.
I believe that's what Shedeur will do.
Yeah. At the very least.
Yep. I believe he'll give you the practice, throw to his wide receivers. Yeah. Okay, so that's how he gonna do it. But yeah, he blessed him on that, man. That was a real big boy blessing for him.
Yeah. And I hope that, depending on who else accepts invites, I mean, I'm hoping that we can get BJ Green out there. How about our linebackers, man? Nikhil Green, Levante Bentley.
I felt like they should have got it. So I was like, what made them not do them? Like, man, Coach Prime, we can't hit you with too many now. God, dog. So I
don't know. But hey, if we finish off business, I think how we should be 10-2. There should be probably about 10 guys on this team on this draft radar. That's kind of how I see it. So I guess kind of moving forward as well. Got about 10 minutes here, but we got Kansas. We got a game to be played, Colin, here in 2 days, and I've barely even talked about it. I barely even remembered it, and it's my birthday. It's my birthday on Saturday, so
okay.
We gotta win.
Yeah, got to
win on my birthday. But what do you think about this matchup? How are you feeling about it?
I feel like on with Shedeur at quarterback and all our wide receivers and our running game, or whatever running game we decide to give, I feel like offensively, Kansas defense will not be able to stop us. They just won't. There's no way possible they could stop us. I feel like as far as the defense. Now the defense gonna have to really come with it because they quarterback, man, listen, that boy could run it, he could throw it, he could ad-lib plays. They got a nice running back that's going to the NFL. They got wide receivers, well, at least 2 or 3 that can catch that thing and do their thing with it. They got a tight end that can do their thing with it. So I think the quarterback being able to run is really going to be what we do with him. Because I think, honestly, he might be the best quarterback runner we will face.
Yes.
Because I think Cam Miller was pretty good, and the Baylor running back ran kind of good towards the end.
Yeah, Avery Johnson, like he was pretty good.
Yeah, he did good too. So those 3, I think he's better than them 3.
Yeah.
Like running it wise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a dynamic athlete. And I think one thing that I think goes to our advantage is that with our cover corners that we got right now, I think we should be able to stack the box, prioritize stopping the run, and we'll take our chances in man coverage with their guys. Even with Preston Hodge out, I thought Carter and Colton Hood have filled in well when they've gotten on the field. So,
boys like that
now. Yeah, man. But it's really fun, Colin, like to see how this team has progressed throughout since the start of the season. And I don't know how you feel, but I still feel like we haven't peaked yet, and that's kind of what you want.
Man, I'm iffy on that right now because it's like, all right, win 2 games, you got the 3rd game.
Yeah.
Win the 3rd game, you got the 4th game. So let's say we got basically you can have anywhere from 6 to 7 games, depending on where they place us at in the playoffs, right? And if saying we win it all, Kansas, you gonna have to show up because they offense can produce, so you gonna have to show up. Now my thing is also, is everybody locked in on it? Like, don't go out there and I know the defense come to play, but can the offense come out and drive and score the first 3 drives? And then on at least the next 2 drives, score again, whether it's 3 or 7. But the first 3 drives, let's get 7. Can we do that? And then once we do that, I don't want to say, yeah, we still ain't showed our best yet. Like, well, when we gonna do it? I'm at this point, I'm like, when we gonna do it? I want to do it. I don't want to keep coming out and say that because it's getting closer and closer. Like, you got to play some ball now. So I don't want to say that no more. I need this game. We show it and we just rep it. That's who we are. We actually have a run game and we stay running it and we do everything else that we've been doing. But at least apply that run game to where you clearing at least 100 yards a game. Like, we should be bare minimum clearing 100. Yeah.
And it's the recipe for success. Running over 100 yards. I mean, then our offense is really humming. And what did you think of Cash Cleveland, man, in this past game? What did you make of his performance?
I like that you can't even tell he a freshman out there. So when you can't tell you're a freshman out there, to me, you good. I love it. I love it that I can't tell he a freshman. So I'm gravy. I'd be good with him or Hank. To me, it don't miss a beat. So I'm good either way.
Oh yeah,
I'm good either way, man.
Man, I love it. Do you got a score prediction, anything like that? Players of the game that you feel like might show out? Who you got your eyes on?
I believe the game, Kansas gonna try to keep Shedeur off the field because Shedeur he gonna do it. So Shedeur gonna do what he do. I want to be able to run, and then I need that defense to pin their ears back and go get the QB and that running back. Go get them consistently, be back there banging them. So when he get ready to throw, he shook like, like trying to get it up out of that. Bro, what's wrong with you? Boy, you don't see how they come around that corner? So I want that. That's what I want to be happening, that we giving them that work. So if we give them that work, we could have them done by the first half.
Yeah.
if they play around, not saying they're gonna play around, but if we don't start fast,
Yeah.
and then we come back second half. Because the first 7 drives of last week game was a pick, then I think maybe came back a touchdown or downs, then a touchdown, a turnover, a touchdown, and 3 punts or whatever. So you only had 2 touchdowns in the first half, plus you had 2 turnovers and then 3 punts. So that's a terrible. That's 5 drives was garbage. 2 drives was good. Now they came out in the second half. They had, I think, 4 touchdowns and 2 punts, and then I don't know what happened on the other one. So we need that whatever we did in the second half to come out and do first half. And if we get that, I'm assuming we could beat them 40-something to 10, maybe, or 14. But we got to get that quarterback. We got to get to him. And I want to know the game over like I did with Texas Tech and like I did with
Arizona was over at halftime.
Yeah, but I knew Texas Tech was over when we had shut their drive down again, and they O-line kept jumping jumping back. And I was like, oh, they scared. Them boys must be flying around there and say it. So they like, Coach, I don't know what to do. I every time I say, he say hi, them boys already like, boop, boop. And I'm looking back. So when they was that scared, I knew it was over. I told my mama, because my mama like watching the games with me. I'm like, Mom, the game over. I said, if we score before half, it's definitely a wrap. We scored. And then like this past game, I said, if we score before half, Mom, I know this game over. Bam, we scored. And then you saw how fast we scored in that 2-minute drive. I was like, where was that all out the gate? We need to do that. And when we do that, it's going to be a wrap. So we could whoop them in the first half, or you could just let them hang around. But their team is on a roll. They should have. They are not. I hope everybody that's listening do not look at them as they are only 4 wins. They're on a 4-win team.
Yeah,
they are far and beyond a 4-win team. They really could add could be 5 wins right now with a 4-game win streak. And if we really want to tell the truth, if you look at their schedule, I think they clearly only lost 1 game this season. Yeah. Everything else, they was right there, and they could have won. So Kansas is not a sorry team. They are far beyond that, and they are on a roll. So we got to come in there and just step into their mouth right out the gate, just step right on their head and mash it straight in the dirt, and then stomp it all the way down and stomp their body along with it and keep on rolling up out of there, because you don't want to give them hope and they feeling like they could shake something.
Yeah. I mean, Utah, they came out here, tried to muddy the game up, and with our slow start, I mean, they didn't have the talent really with those injuries, I think, to keep up after a while, obviously. But Kansas isn't like that, man. They have their starting quarterback. They still have some weapons available, and they should be playing coming into this game feeling as confident as ever after knocking down 2 ranked teams in the Big 12. It's imperative for us to get off to a quick start here and put Daniels in these situations where he's got to pass, or, as Texas Truth is talking right here, make some, think about making some business decisions with that rehab knee. He's going to be running around, and we got to get after it, man. We got to continue to lead the Big 12 in sacks. No doubt about it. So, Colin, I have to wrap things up, but really appreciative of your time coming on here. And, hopefully we can get together after what should be another Buffs win. Let the people know what you got going on through this weekend, anything that the people need to be keeping an eye out for from life and football.
Not this weekend, man. We just gonna go live. On Saturday, we going live on anything that's big. Live if Indiana whoop Ohio State, live if Georgia somebody get upset. Well, Georgia not getting upset. Live if anybody get upset. Live when we win, live at halftime while our game on. And anybody that's watchable that day, we gonna watch. So I don't know what time the Arizona State game come on, but if that game after our game and when they play in BYU, I'm gonna surely tune in to that. if it's after our game or before our game.
I love it. I love it. I want to share a comment here real quick from D Shada. Says I have to meet Dave one day. Man, meet Colin. I guess he met you at the Oregon State game last year. Good people in Texas Energy. Colin needs to be a life coach. He's speaking that ish.
Appreciate it.
I agree with you, Colin. Super appreciative of you. Hey, shout out to the Vertical Black Cowboy. Appreciate the kind words. I love doing this stuff. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'm dropping a members only video, Colin. I got like 8 members. They're part of the Buff Buddies program. So I'd be dropping a video tomorrow, guys. So keep a lookout. Until next time, guys, Go Buffs.
Yes, sir.